All right, we're back yet again. We have the launch officially gone through. I've rerolled my perfect account over here, which I'll show you what I think is the perfect account, either next video or maybe in this one if we get to it. Pretty much though, I went through it to check everything. Everyone's been asking one question. Gago, I am not playing the game because I want to know, is it a predatory gacha? Is it bad with pulls and everything associated? So far, this is day one, but I wanted to show you what the gacha looks like. Unironically, the gacha is very good. And this is why in my first video, I thought I was lucky. No, the gacha has pretty high rates. I'm like, dude, I did really good. In my initial account, doing the reroll video, you can check that out if you want to, I pulled five stars, right? 2 characters, 3 weapons. That's very good. I'm like, in 40 pulls, 40-ish, 43-ish, 43-ish pulls, that's pretty freaking good. What's the catch? Well, the rates, everything is high. That's the reasoning. Today, we're talking about the full gacha system, what I've learned, what you need to know about it, and everything associated. New to the channel, like and subscribe, it helps out a ton. Again, next video, officially, we're starting the giveaway, and the first winner we pick next video. Be subscribed, comment down below, Kaiju. I've given, what I think, 4 videos total for you to enter in. After this, too late, so be subscribed, and then again, comment down below, Kaiju. And every video, I think this week, we're doing 1 winner per day, so get excited. Where am I going? Gacha system, over here. This is the gacha in the game. There's 3 types of banners. There's already drama saying, oh, paid banner, end of service game. I don't know what logic that is. There's a lot of games that have paid banners. They're designed for one reason. If you put money in, you get something guaranteed. That's it. That's the only reason it's designed. Let's be real here. It's okay to have a paid banner. I truly don't see any issue with it. If I want to go and spend some money, and, you know, if I am a whale, right, I could put in, I don't know exactly how much I have to put in to get this, but I put in whatever amount, I can get a free character. That's it. So it's for whales. That's all it's designed for. And it just gives them something to get and to go towards without spending an asinine amount of money, right? Next up, over here you have the limited banner. Over here you have the standard banner. The standard banner operates like this. You can check the appearance rates over here and understand it. Characters and weapons, blah, blah, blah. In the same type of gacha, if it's a 4-star or higher, is not obtained in 9 consecutive pulls. The 10th pull is guaranteed to be a 4-star or higher. 3-star to 5-star weapons are not part of this guarantee. The display appearance, blah, 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 nobody cares. So every 10 pull, pretty much you get one 4-star. This game has an 8% chance to get a 5-star weapon. There are gachas that exist nowadays that are 0.6% chance to pull a 5-star. 0.6%, you need to realize that. If you've played Nikkei, 4% is the base rate, 2% is the rate up. This game has a 3% base rate, which is so freaking good, it's not even funny. I'm shocked it's like that. I expected it to be like 1.5% weapon, 1.5% character. It's 3% base rate character, 5% weapon. You can't even complain. It's an 8% chance you're getting a 5-star. Yes, more so it's going to lean towards being a weapon, but it's not eating away at your chance of it being a character, right? How it's going to work, obviously, is a bit better, where, again, it's like, oh, you know, the weapon is so much of the 5-star rate, and that's, again, basically cucking your chance at the character, but 5% is there, 3% is there. That's not bad. It keeps the character thing high while not making the weapon thing asinine in heights, right? Where it's like, oh my god, 10% weapon, right? No. It's very good, in my opinion, how that's designed. Over here, though, it shows the characters. It does have split rates, right? Your 5 stars over here are all split upon that rate, and then all your 5-star are also split in that rate, so keep that in mind. But that's how it works over here. To get a character, you have to put 10 pulls in. After, obviously, I've done 20 pulls. I have 20 currency here. I can pity any character I want after I get 250 pulls in. That's going to take a while, but I think like Genshin, Honkai, and every Hoyo game out there, I think it's about similar. I think it's 180 or something like that. And also, we don't know how quick it is to obtain this currency, but that is how that works. There's also something called a weapon exchange. This is from duplicate weapons, and if you get multiple weapons and everything associated, oh no, actually, can be exchanged for a 5-star weapon up to 1 month, 1 time per month. Ah, that's cool. Wow. So if you disassemble one of your weapons, you can trade it in. So let's say you pull this, but you don't have Hoshino. You trade Hoshino's weapon in for a character you have. Let's say you go for Mina. So that's how that works. That's weapon exchange. That's separate. That's kind of cool. Yeah, so there you go. Okay? Simple banner, easy. Next, the premium banner. How does this operate? So remember, some games lower the rate and such. This game operates on a 3%, 5%, keeping that at a 5-star. 8%. To pull Reno, it's a 1% chance. So it's not as good as I wanted it. I hoped it was a 1.5, at least 50-50. But it's a 1 in a 3 chance when you do get a 5-star. That is a 1 in a 3 chance that it is Reno. The good thing is, it's such a high rate, that's not bad. And also, the only issue here is the AR is 1% on a 5%. So 1 in a 5 chance you get the correct AR. Which, also, again, not the best. But I will say, people are out there playing games at 0.6% rate ups. Base SSR rate up. This is 3% base, 3% base, and then 5% weapon. And then your main rate up for the character is 1%. That's how this one operates. Then again, it shows all the other characters are available. You can pull them. That's how it works. In the Gacha overview, it breaks down a few key points for us. So he's available. It says Gacha availability is 9/18. The pickup character / weapon exchange period is after maintenance up until 9/25. Over here, we have Pickup Gacha Overview. The Pickup Gacha features characters and weapons. Newly featured 5-star. Obviously, nothing here. So you have an event story, event trial battle, which gives you some currency. For every pull you perform in the Pickup Gacha type, you will receive 1 Gacha medal. The medals can be exchanged at the shop for an eligible 5-star character or 5-star weapon. You can also earn Pickup Gacha medals when you use Gacha tickets to pull. Pickup Gacha medals do not have an expiration date. So they carry over from every banner, just again, like the bottom one, I'm guessing every pull translates into 1 Gacha medal, and they do not expire. So yes, pity transfers theoretically. The items available for exchange with Pickup Gacha medals will be updated periodically. Please refer to the exchange period at the beginning of the announcement for the dates. Over here, it's guaranteed 4-star or higher. We don't really care about 4-star, so that's not there. If you obtain a duplicate, you get the encounter stone and then the talent shards. That gives you encounter stones as well. This is an addition. That's disassembling. Yeah, so that's what they're going for. Pickup characters and weapons may be available again or be on a pickup in the future, shop, etc. So that's also confirmed there. Correct? That's how that works. The pickup details are these 2 things on rate up, obviously speaking. And that's your pity system, so... The pity is a bit high. It's 250 is what they're charging over here for pity. 250. But the benefit is how this gacha system works is it's like Nikkei in a way. If you play Nikkei, pretty much as you put pulls in, you just keep storing up this currency, and this currency just sits on your account forever. And let's say like you keep on pulling, because there's a chance by the time you put 250 in, you've already gotten him, because it's a 3% base SSR rate with a 1% him. By that point, you would have maybe summoned on like 3 or 4 gachas, and let's say like you failed on one of those. By that next point, you can just pity the next gacha, and then just use it that way, right? If you're whaling out, you're building this pity in the future to just have it ready to buy any character when they drop. I like those gachas that have that, but I would say this should have been like 200 probably. I think that 250 is a bit steep for that cost, but still, relatively speaking, I like the pity system. That's not bad. What I wonder is, it's not a 50-50, clearly, correct? It's clearly not a 50-50. How it works is, there is no 50-50 system. There is no garbage like that. It's just straight up, what is it? 3%, 5%. That's it. And then to pull him, it's a 1 in a 3. There is no guarantee, no nothing. You just pull accordingly and have fun. Yeah, appearance rates for guaranteed 4-star or higher. That's a 1% chance. But that's obvious, yeah. So there you go. So there is no 50-50. There is no like guarantee. If I go in, you can just keep going in. Because how the pity system works here is you just build pity and you can use it whenever, right? Like, for example, how it works is if you're just going so heavy into this banner and duping, it's just you're relying on that 1% and the 3% to save you as time progresses. And like, let's say like you dupe him out maxed. Now, where does your pity transfer? It's this over here. This currency will always be there on your account for future and everything. So at next banner, instead of having, pity transfer, this is the pity. You've built this number up to get those things. So from what it is, at first glance, I do think the gacha is pretty good. I would say that, again, I have played like very bad gachas this year. Very, very predatory gachas this year. The rates are pretty good and everything's pretty good that way. I still think the pity is a bit high, but I would say that maybe it's tolerable. We'll have to go through the game and see exactly how good when it comes to pulls and accumulation and such. Like if you're getting like 1,500 pulls like, or 1,500 currency a week, game's dead, right? Because how long does that take to get a freaking multi done, right? 1 week, and you get 4 weeks in a month, 4 multis in a month. It'll take you how many months to pity, right? That's horrific. So if it is like, I would say half a pity a month, it's good, but it has to be like half a pity a month. So we'll go through the game and see it. But gacha wise, I do think the rates are really good, and I've pulled so far. I've never pulled in a gacha rerolling. I'm like happy. I rolled 3 times so far, and I'm done already. My first reroll I was happy with. I would have kept the account. I pulled 2 kaijus, 3 weapons. I was happy. My second reroll had 3 characters and 1 weapon. I was ecstatic. But my third reroll was the limited character, so I'm like, I'm happy actually. I pulled 3 characters and 3 weapons, so 6 total, which is insane, and that's 40 pulls only. So you're gonna just feel like you're pulling so much because of the rates. They're that high. Just, again, when it comes to the economy and such, you have to see exactly how pulls work. In purchasing some stuff, it doesn't look that terrible, I think, so far. Pricing isn't that bad. Again, maybe I'm just biased because I've played bad games this year. But you receive over here, and then 90 per 30 days. Per day, right? Which is pretty nice. Then there's this one over here, which gives you $9.99 for a 10 pull. So $10 for a 10 pull is pretty solid. And then $14.99 for a 10 pull. That's like, I think Nikkei pricing, which is again pretty big game as such. I think you know about it. That's around similar. Yeah. And then dimensional crystal exchange. What's this? So this requires paid currency. And then they do have a monthly shop over here. Yeah. And this gives you 10 pulls a month. And then expedition here gives you 5 as well. So I'll have to go through. A game could be great, dude. So far, I'm actually very happy about how the rates are handled, but pity is just, I think, still a little high. Let me know what you think. Take care, have fun. This video could age poorly. If the currency gain sucks, then that's an issue. But gacha rates wise, I pulled so much. I'm biased, dude. It's like I had 3 perfect accounts so far. Take care. Let me know what you